Niños, vengan por sus platos.
Ven. I think your story is really inspiring. So I wanted to ask you a little bit about your story, and I wanted to start with how you came here to the U.S.
I had a baby, a 2-year-old baby, and we ended up with a really bad situation. Then my family was here, my mother and my brothers, and so I was so happy to come here. I was an undocumented immigrant, so we pay someone that helped us cross the border. I came in a car. I didn't struggle in the desert or anything. It just with a fake ID. The immigration person, he didn't ask us for ID or anything. So we just crossed the border, and the next minute I was here. It was overwhelming because knowing that I was doing like something illegal. I came here when I was 19 years old. I learned how to drive here. I got my first job here. I learned to speak a different language, which I think it's wonderful. At the beginning, I just knew Spanish and I didn't knew how to communicate, and it was kind of frustrating, but at the same time encouraging. I love being here. Yeah, so it opened any new doors for me.
Is it important for you to become a documented citizen?
Yes, that's very important. First of all, I don't have a driver's license, but I have to drive every time, so I don't like to do things illegally, but I have to because I don't have another choice. I take classes at the JC, I drive my kids to school, I go shopping as any other family here in Sonoma. Another thing I had a bad experience, like in a checkpoint, they took away my car. It was on December, and my husband, he works in construction, so because of the weather, it's like kind of a slow season, so it really affected our economy back then. When they took our car, we had to pay like thousands. I didn't make any mistake of, like, it wasn't my fault. It just happened for me to be at that checkpoint. I wasn't drunk. But yeah, that's why it is important. And another thing that is very important, because I can have a voice in this country, because I love this country. We live like as normal as possible as it could be, but I don't have a voice because, you know, when there is a time for election, I don't have a voice.
If there's any kind of discrimination that you received personally, whether it be name calling or things that you've read or seen?
You know what? I think over the years, maybe I've heard, maybe I've seen, but I love myself. I know who I am, so I just don't listen to those things. I just try to get all the positive things around me.
If your mom's thing is cooking, what's your thing?
Someday I want to become a social worker, so I can everything that it has been given to me, I want to give it back. I came to this country with nothing, and I just gained so much, so I just want to give back. And that's what I'm getting, an education, so I can have the tools to help them, help all the people that is in need, maybe immigrants, maybe Americans, maybe Chinese or Indians that are coming from their countries and came like me with nothing. And over the years, I realized that cultures are different. People can be very different, can have different values, different customs, but at the end, we're all the same. Even if there's a huge difference between us, there's things that make us united, make us the same. We all humans.
What do you hope for your children, for your daughter and for your son?
Yeah, I just want them to be happy. That's all. It's all about their choices, but I had to give him the tools to make better choices. So maybe get an education, for me, is the key.
Thank you.
You're welcome.